Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all well. I've got another stadium game for you guys. This game's a fun one. Yeah, it takes us a bit of time to figure something out, but we suddenly get some nice motivation in this team, courtesy of the enemy team. So we're going into round one on Esperanza, or however you pronounce it. This is an awesome little map for Moira. Unfortunately, we've spawned on the side that's not as fun for Moira, because there's a nice little cheeky fade jump on the other side of the map, which helps you get to the high ground. There is a way to do it from this side, but it's a lot more tricky. So, yeah, I mean, we're up against Orisa with a Sojourn, Ashe, Mercy, and Ana. We're up against a, we've got Sigma for our tank. We've got a Juno, Reaper, and Ashe. So, it's a bit of a weird comp. The one thing that we know about the enemy team composition is they're mostly long-ranged. So, well, I mean, they... Obviously, if you exclude the Mercy, they've got a lot of long-range attack. But I do quite like Chain Grasp against Orisa. You don't deal that much damage to her directly. But, I mean, obviously she's got Fortify, Heal, and all sorts of things, right? But it does allow you to Chain Grasp off of her, and somebody still has to damage the Orisa. And quite often you can get the Chain Grasp over onto other players. I'm just being quiet there so we could listen for the footsteps. So we're on a little flank right now. Straight into attack the Orisa. We've got to make sure that we're out of LOS from the Ashe. Okay, Ashe bailed, but we took an Ana shot. We couldn't afford to take another one, so we just fade that one. Heal Orb while we're out of line of sight, just to start healing us up. And then, yeah. Right, quick rotation. See if we can make some of their fire look the other direction. Make sure we heal some players, but now our team also need healing around here. Juno's not the best, like, early game healer. I mean, she's not the best healer in general, unless she's building a pure healing build. So we get speared by Orisa, but we'll just flat bounce an orb there. It's going to go into the little room. Use that for cover. Heal our health a little bit up, and now just rely on sustain. Trying to heal the Sigma, but yeah, I mean, Orisa just pushed them away from us there. Fade one railgun shot. Oh, a little bit of cheeky dodging there. We do get taken down. So the thing about this game is that, and every game in fact, is that in the early rounds we're not just trying to play to win. We are playing to try and figure out how the game's going. Who are their good players? Who's going to cause problems for us? Because we're going to need to adapt to those players equally, if not more so, than the actual composition that we're up against. And so right now it's just like, okay, the Sojourn seemed pretty decent. It's like we're making judgments here of the Ashe as well. Okay, so Sojourn hit a very early railgun on us. But it's like, even from earlier, we're like, okay, maybe that's a problem. Ana's hit a few shots on us as well. So has Ashe. So we're trying to figure out who the problem players on their team are. Are we going to need more armor? Are we going to need like more damage? Are we going to need to just provide the team with more healing? All of this in the early rounds, we figure things out. And the end product of that should hopefully be that by the end of the game, we know exactly what we need to do in order to win the match. So I think that's important to keep that in mind and try and make your own analysis of who the problem players on the team are. Like, who are their weak links? Who are their strong players? Oh, got to get out of that. You don't want to sit through the... Yeah, Sojourn ball of annoyingness. So pushing the enemy team back. They have made it past the checkpoint. Now this is going to be very difficult to recover from. Waiting for a player to move up top here. We were just out of range of Chain Grasp range, and because Sojourn doesn't use the rail when we jumped and then faded, we had to take some cover. Okay, Orisa used Fortify, but we're just using her for the Chain Grasp anyway. Okay, making good progress. Good ult from the Sigma. Takes down the Ashe. Can we get the Ana before she sleeps us? We can. Orisa's there, nano boosted. We've got our Coalescence. Sojourn gets 2 though. That's a slight problem. We're trying to dodge the rails. In fact, I don't think they're aimed at us. Nice use of cover there from them as well. We just faded too late. Not that it matters. I think we're one of the only ones alive. And Bob's also come in as well. And our team Losing round 1. Enemy team with a 10k advantage already.
0-1. Let's have a look at our MVPs.
So we earned some decent money. Enemy Sojourn with a pocket earns quite a lot more, and that's going to be a problem.
Get ready for control.
So, knowing that, there's a few things that we need to consider. One, we probably still want to take armor. It's going to help a lot against Sojourn. We also still want to take ballistic buffer. Now the question is, are we going to build some tankiness or just focus on trying to get max damage? Ashe is on a weapon power build, which also means on hits a bit of a problem. The one thing though about Stadium at the moment is with Divine Intervention not working too well right now. They've changed how it worked. It used to be bugged in a good way if you bought the item. Now it's kind of bugged in a bad way. It's still good against stuns and stuff, so if you're using it against Doomfist, that's great, but if you're trying to use it as anti-burst, it doesn't really work. So in this case, I'm actually thinking I want to focus down the Orisa. I want to put as much pressure on that Orisa as possible. If the Mercy is going to be pocketing the Sojourn or the Ashe like most of the time, that's going to leave Orisa just with the Ana. Yes, Ana will probably get rich from this strategy, but we're hoping to chain grass top players anyway as well. And yeah, we're going to put a bit of pressure over onto the tank. So the DPS, so far probably the biggest threats, but they're also quite difficult for us to do anything with, like right now. So enemy Sojourn completely wrecks us there. Our Reaper, this is the other thing, we've got to analyze the players on our team. And our Reaper is struggling. Like that whole fight, they were AFK. You know, they're waiting for some sort of opportunity to just walk in undetected and burst the player down, and yeah, it's now they're going in and that's just too late. At least though they went for the contest, so we're not only making the judgment on the enemy team, we've also got to make the judgment on our team to work out who we can try and enable, support, or who we're going to prioritize any healing that we do. And yeah, we want to play over near our tank, but I'm also thinking the more distractions I can give, the better. Big chain grass, Mercy almost got taken down at the back as well. That's surely going to divert some of the Ana's attention, which is why the Orisa dies. It's a big chain reaction there. Ana taken down as well. Chain grasp over onto the Ashe. Mercy retreating. Can we get her down? She's got a lot of armor. Reaper coming in to be useful. We still get that kill as well though. Right, big plays. But do you see how crucial that was? When the Mercy got low, lots of players would immediately chase the Mercy. But what's going to happen is Mercy gets low, Ana's going to heal the Mercy, which means Ana's not healing another target. So we can take them down or put overwhelming pressure on. And even if we don't get the kill on who we're targeting, say the Orisa, we can force players backwards and we can start to take space. And space can be as valuable as kills, if not more so sometimes. So just take that into account. Like, yeah, I'm sure you get the idea. Right, Ana's pressured back and now we can go for other players. You see, there's a pattern here. Make it so the Ana's not healing. Ooh, it didn't quite work, but we retain the point. So enemy team don't get to push in right there. However, in the meantime, Orisa's been rezzed. In comes Sojourn with a nano boost as well. Our Reaper got taken down. It's just our Sigma on the point. Enemy team's only on 46%, so it's not a game-losing team fight there.
To start anew.
But yeah, you'll notice this pattern of putting pressure on a player. Someone like an Ana's great because she's single target healing. Oh. Isolated Ashe there, but now this Sojourn with the damage boost. Why is your Moira throwing, said the Ana. This is a common pattern that you get, right? Whenever you pressure certain players or irritate them, it's clear that we were targeting the Ana and that we had good teamfight results because of it. Whenever you do that, players, they try to appeal to your own team. Oh no, we've jumped in the Orisa ult. Oh, we're in a Juno ult though, but Weapon Power Ashe does take us down. But yeah, it is a common pattern for players, like when they're put under pressure by you, they try and appeal to your team to get almost like your team to say, hey, Moira, stop that. So you change and don't. And it's all subconscious because they're not thinking that will be the end result of their moan. It's just they're frustrated with you. And if it appears like the plays aren't working, they'll just, oh, why are you throwing? Why is Why is your Moira, you know, in DPSing and not healing? And stuff like this. And they'll try that kind of thing. All that tells me when players do this is that we're being effective. We're being effective at either tilting a player or we're actually achieving some results. And in this case, I think we were achieving some results with our plays. It just so happens that our team's struggling quite a bit. We somehow need to figure out a way how to get a bit more healing onto our Sigma. We don't need to worry about our Reaper at all because we're not going to waste too many resources on that. Also, they have their own self-sustain. And we also need to keep up the pressure over onto the Ana and figure out a way how to survive against the DPS. So, Volscar Ordnance was clearly the wrong way to go about it. We picked Cross Orbal here because that's going to give us some sustain when we're moving forward for the Chain Grasp, and we need that because Sojourn's just getting our health too low. We're also focusing heavily on weapon power damage to use with this Chain Grasp. Again, still to try and attack the Orisa. Getting Weapon Jammer in there as well allows us to reduce any attack speed for, say, Sojourn or Orisa. Also with Mercy quite often. Mercies also have quite a bit of attack speed, so we can kind of reduce the heal output that way as well.
20 seconds to go.
And yeah, we're 2 rounds down, and we have to win this round because otherwise we're going to get Mercy ruled here. You can see we're on 27k cash. Third highest in the lobby because Sojourn and Mercy. Clearly the biggest problem players here. But there's very little that I can do about it unless I'm really, really tanky. Ash complaining about healing by the looks of it. Doesn't surprise me, but we can't sit back and heal. Railguns will come in. Oh, enemy Sojourn caught out position. Orisa's there. Mercy's going to res the Sojourn. We're hoping that our orb will come up in time, which it looks like it is going to. Chain Grasp over onto players. We've got to fade, though, before the Railgun shot comes in. Okay, we're on fire at the moment, so got to be a bit careful. Cheeky flank, different angle. Chain Grasp coming in again. Mercy was healing the Sojourn, though. Can we get some heals over onto the Sigma? Yeah, just a bit. Heal off that one because we took the spear. That's also going to still heal our Sigma up. Ash gets taken down. The Sojourn was also down. Can we push the Ana Mercy a little bit here? We get a little baby damage on him, but nothing substantial. We've nearly got our ult, but we're heavily invested in the kind of weapon power attack speed, and while attack speed's good with the ult, it's without that AP or max attack speed, it's not going to do too much damage. We can still use it though, as long as we're hitting multiple enemies or healing players with it. Okay, we get 1 kill at least. That's extracted the res out of them here. Orisa's trying to focus us down. Normally after one of those little spear spin things, they like to fire an actual spear, so we fade as soon as it ends. Jump up top over onto the Ash. Can we get the damage out before? Yes, we can. Ana's there as well. Ana does hit the sleep. Mercy's so weak as well. Sojourn attacking us here. We can fade that. No railgun shot, but we didn't expect it to go that way. I expected it to go onto the bridge, which is why we faded over to that side. Okay, can our team do this without us here? Certainly possible. Reaper going in for an ult. Takes down the Mercy. Accomplishes something nice there. I mean, the plays are few and far between, but sometimes making them count. Okay. Looks like enemy team so far. I mean, we've got an option to try and push, but our Sigma hasn't spawned yet. Try and get some damage. Orisa going for the javelin spin spear thing as well. Reaper on the point. I'm not sure that one was the play though. Like, you were alone contesting there. But it's fine, it's fine. Right, Chain Grasp onto the Orisa. Orisa getting quite low there. In comes an Ananade. That's going to get her back up to full health, so we do it again. Spear comes in. We've got to watch that Sojourn. Quick fade jump up top. It's no... Ooh. We tried everything to dodge. The Sojourn connects with us again. This is important. We win this one. Our tank needs to be an absolute hero. Go on, Reaper as well. Get involved. Make something happen. Reaper's low. Can you get another cheeky ult or kill somewhere? We use our Coalescence for move speed. That's one use that we can use it for, as our Reaper does get taken down. We have to win this fight. Absolutely have to. Sigma is anti here. We try and apply some heal over time, but Sigma does get taken down. Even if we permanently heal the Sigma there, we're not winning that one. Okay, heal orb comes in with a cross orb, damage orb over onto the Ash. We get slept, but there is a Bob on the point. Could this be the hero that we need? We needed a tank. Bob's trying to do his best. He's antied at the moment. We're going to bounce an orb that he's also going to pressure that Ana at the back with the chain grass coming in as well. Orisa gets taken down. We've just got a Mercy and an Ashe to deal with. Ana hiding around the corner. Can we get some damage out onto her? Ana taken down as well. Orisa gets res though. We wouldn't have been able to stop that if we focused the Mercy because the Ana would have healed the Mercy. So we made the right call with that decision. As now our team, we've got numbers on the point. Reaper's off to the side. I'm not sure we can get a heal over onto that. Orisa very low. Orisa gets taken down. Bob over onto the point now. I wish I had my chain grass. We've just about got it now. Sojourn ult comes in as well. We've got to take him down somehow. Cheeky little fade. Can we get through? They're not on the point. I think they would have had that. Sigma was low. We were basically hiding. We get a bit lucky. We were 15k behind as well, so we would have been mercy ruled for sure.
Up next,
but we just about managed to scrape that one through.
What tactics will the teams come up with this round?
So now I think we've kind of figured out where their strengths lie on their team. The Orisa is fine, you know, they're doing stuff at the front, but they're not unkillable. The Ana's not that great, likes to sit at the back. We've got Mercy, Sojourn, Pocket are very, very strong. And the Ashe is also pretty good. And with a weapon power, you're never really safe because, you know, 2 shots, you're probably going to get hit. Sorry, just had to sneeze there. Right. So, Codebreaker. If we can burst down this Orisa as quick as possible, because I'm not feeling comfortable going to try and 1v1 the Sojourn and Mercy. We're not surviving long enough taking that fight. We're not able to burst them down faster than they can burst us down. So that can't really be the focus for us. We need to, if we can get rid of the front line, aka the Orisa, then that allows our Sigma to move forward. And our Sigma's in a much better position to contest the Sojourn and Mercy. However, in order to take down the Orisa, we do need to be able to put some sort of pressure out over onto the Ana, so it's not just a case of sit behind our tank and grasp the Orisa. That's probably not going to be the best idea here. Okay. Ana's up top. We're going to have to fade that. Here we go. Oh, chain grasp over onto the Sojourn. That's probably going to get rezzed. Our team aren't far enough forward here, so Mercy, but Mercy was low health. She'll still get it. It'll just take a little bit of time. Ashe isn't in a position to look out for that. Oh, you know what? Looks like she's not getting it. Maybe that's a choice. I don't claim to understand the mind of a Mercy main, but maybe she thought it's too risky, or it's early in the round anyway, so we can just let the Sojourn respawn. Okay, I tried to jump bait the railgun shot. That didn't work. Go on, Reaper. Oh no, not at that range. You're not going to be able to. We'll leave the Reaper there. He's distracting 2 players. Mercy, Sojourn. Can we claim? Oh no, our Ashe got taken down by Ashe though. So can we get down the tank while the Reaper managed to take down the Sojourn? Can they also take down the Mercy, or is there going to be a res? Either way, that's perfect, because I was planning to utilize them as a distraction. This Reaper is both bad and amazing at the same time. Okay, we tried to put a little bit of pressure again over onto the Ana on the spawners. Our team are moving the objective here. But yeah, we got set on fire. Chain grass should hurt the Ashe a little bit here, even with the spear. We're going to have to fade all the way back though. Bob comes in from the Ashe. I'm trying to heal an anti Sigma, but the reason why you'd still heal a player that's antied is because it'll apply the heal over time the moment that the anti wears off. Sigma gets slept. It's not the end of the world, but we do see that Ashe has jumped up top, so can we get some damage out onto them? Chain grasp. Oh, they're a little bit low, but if we don't do that damage during the chain grasp, we're not going to be able to do that much elsewhere. Take down the Sojourn there. We're still up top with the Ashe. We're a bit low health. We're very low health. Mercy going for the res. Can we take her down? We do take them down. They do manage to res the Sojourn, but she immediately dies afterwards as well. Ashe gets taken out. Ana trying to get in spawn. Does just about manage to get in spawn. And because the Orisa had no support, because we were all up in their back line, our Sigma takes down the Orisa quite easily. So, we got it to the next checkpoint. We're trying to hide here up against the Mercy and the Sojourn. We take them down with a sneaky little play. There was a dynamite there, so we couldn't push. Still crouch walking. Okay, there's a risk that we can target. No chain grasp. Oh, Mercy just arrived just to receive the chain grasp. The Bob is shooting at us. Also means we can't go through their arcs. That's in line of sight of the Bob, so we're going to have to rotate all the way around. We fire an Orbo to try and heal the Reaper, but we're taking a bit of damage from Ashe, so we've got to make sure that we're using some natural cover. Orisa isolated again. Ana pushes in as a last-ditch effort. We take down the Ashe, try and fade jump up top, but now we're in front of this. Yeah, this ain't going to work. This has happened about 8 times in the game so far, that if we're caught out in the open with no cover against a Sojourn, we are going to get killed. Still, our team making good progress. Coalescence again for the movement speed. It's what the ult's really good for. It's not that good with this kind of build just to like heal and do stuff, and has Orisa just given up? Because we're going to chain grasp and kill your friends if you're just going to stand there. Maybe she was typing, but she is low health. Bob comes in, misses as well. Orisa, no life. She was going for the contest. I respect it. But also gives us a bit of cash. 2-2's the score. We got 26,000 damage out there, 13k healing. I mean, our healed numbers are looking pretty good, considering we're not doing that much of it.
Next up, put those hands together. It's time for push.
Right, so we've managed to claw this back. We're on an even playing field here. So, Phantasm, you might be thinking, why are we picking Phantasm here? And yet we're on a chain grasp kind of weapon power based build, right? There's a few reasons for it. The primary reason though is that we have cross orbal. If we pick up Phantasm, let's say that the enemy team adapts and this stops working. If I pick something like Ethereal Excision, I'm kind of locked in until at least round 7 into this weapon power grasp build. By picking Phantasm and cross orbal, we can immediately transition into an orb build if this round doesn't work. So we'll have set up ready for like double debuffs or just Cyber Venom, and we'll get Lumerico to help us survive against the DPS. Phantasmic Flux we can keep. There's all sorts of options, and this is a game where if I haven't gone for that just straight up Chain Grasp, Ethereal Excision, Deconstruction or something like that to just stack this weapon power damage, then it means I'm unsure. And it might just be that this game could take another U-turn as well. And yeah, I think if we lost this round, then I think I'd probably transition straight into an orb build. So just doing a group check. See how many players are in a group. Okay, so we're either 2 duos or 1 4 stack. It doesn't feel like it's a 4 stack. It does feel like it could be 2 duos. You know, you'd put money on it being the Sojourn and the Mercy together. Which, yeah, either the rest are also in that stack or they're a separate little group. Orisa's health getting burst down. The Ana sitting really far at the back. Reaper's actually doing more than I give credit for. These little flanks, you know, they're not putting out the damage numbers as such, but they're doing what we're also trying to do, like apply that pressure to disrupt the flow of things. If we fight the enemy team 5 versus 5 in a line where the supports are in their ideal position, you know, you've got the tank at the front, the support safe and behind the tank, and then the DPS somewhere in the middle, the enemy team's going to be really strong. If we can disrupt them from that a little bit, like pressure like this over onto the Ana, you might find, oh, we missed the bounce there, so we've got to play a bit different. But you might find that it's like a house of cards, right? We knock one of them down and everything else falls. And that's kind of what we're trying to do here. We don't want the enemy team in there comfortable. I'm an Ana and can sit at the back and just free heal. So it's like, yeah, we want a bit more chaos. Oh, Sigma getting a bit low here. We're going to add some healing for that. Cross Orbal's also going to come in along with our Chain Grasp. We heard Juno take a hit, so we were looking around for the heal, but I'm not going to spend that long. Not with my low sensitivity. Hear the Sojourn slide. So even without the vision, actually she went, you've got no pocket with you this time. Okay, Bob's covering the point a little bit. Chain Grasp off of the Orisa. Must be getting that player low, or meaning somebody else needs to be healed. Cheeky little fade jump up top to put pressure over onto the Ashe. We do that. Mercy's also rezzing. Ana's healing the Mercy, so we're not going to stop that. But again, the chain reaction. Mercy's rezzing the kill that we got. Ana's healing the Mercy. What's the consequence of that? Tank dies. These are the things you often have to look out for. Right, it's going really, really well for our team. I mean, enemy team hasn't yet moved it a single meter. So far the strategy seems to be working. We do lose that team fight. We've got a lot of time to work with, but it is a team that's a bit tricky to push onto in this situation. The Sojourn getting really, really brave. We've got to try and respect that a little bit. Is the Mercy going to latch on again? So we rotate around. This time we're using Coalescence for something other than move speed, primarily to force players back, make them uncomfortable. In comes the Orisa ult, also healing up the Sigma a little bit. Does manage to take down our Juno, who I didn't even know was there. Pressure over onto the Orisa. It's going to be hard though with the Ana healing at long range. We just about have the damage combined with the Reaper. Mercy going for the res. That overhealth thing is insane. It makes it very frustrating to play against. You know, if you don't get the res, block the res, you also don't end up killing the Mercy either. Oh, enemy team. I mean, Reaper's doing a good job of stalling. I mean, look, they're on 3.6k damage. They're not doing much, but they're having an influence on this game. I'd still avoid them, but they're having an influence on this game. Alright, little flank up top, bounce the orb off the back wall, chain grass coming in. Sojourn actually jumps up top. We're going to jump up top to try and fight that. She's got a railgun already charged though. Oh, Sojourn taken down. I'm not sure the Mercy's going to have anything to do with that. Ashe taken down at the back. Mercy, chain grass coming in. Reaper also with an ult, but we're cleaning up here. Taking around 13k damage.
3 to 2.
Nearly 14k damage. We earned 17k cash, nearly 18k. A lot of nearly. And I hope you've nearly hit the like button. No, not nearly, just like the video. It helps me out. That'd be very kind of you.
It's time for the teams to consult their playbooks.
So we have got a lot of money, but we're basically full build. If we want to keep the exact same build that we've got now, then it's like, we could get the closer, but we're not going to get the ethereal excision effect from it. Cyber Venom, Limerico, Phantasmic Flux, Champions Kit, because we've got the money. Let's just get the AP out there. We are transitioning to an ore build. Extendrils, let's apply that Cyber Venom onto more players. Super Flexor. Now, one of the things for Super Flexor, notice I've got 20% weapon power. Remember, we've still got Chain Grasp. So Phantasmic Flux is giving us weapon power. Super Flexor giving us weapon power. That means that our Chain Grasp is still going to be doing something in this orb build. But now we've got debuffs, we've got more survivability. Why have I changed it here? I mean, I just have a feeling that players are going to get a bit more armor. It's going to be, on this map, a really good orb bouncing map. It's also quite hard to get Chain Grasp value on here, I feel. Like, on this map, I'd much rather have an orb-based build. So cross-orbal, we fire the main orb down the middle with the heal orb hitting the stairs, which sends it upwards into the point. Yes, that's intentional. We do it every game. Because sometimes you can get a little bit of healing out of that. Okay, pressure over onto the Sojourn here. We've got our fade. We drop off a Phantasm Orb if she decides to try and push us. Our Reaper does get taken down. Damage over onto Sojourn. We can take a lot more hits now, but we're not unkillable. Cross Orbal's going to heal us a lot more every time that we fire it. Limerico also helping us. Oh, somebody left the game. It's their Ashe. Okay. Coalescence, we can now actually use it as a real ult because we've got so much AP. Should have probably healed the player there. Mercy with the res again. Let's see if we can take down some DPS at the back. We're following our orb in. Get over to the point, just make sure they can't do too much with that. Mercy's not going to have a res again if we take down the Orisa. That's basically the strategy when it's the Mercy's got this build. You just have to kill the tank twice. Gonna respect the Sojourn here. It's a shame that the Ashe left. I mean, they could... There we go. They come back into the game. Hasn't affected too much, I don't think. I mean, obviously, the enemy team could have won a team fight and that little push there, but the Ashe isn't exactly their star player. Mercy going with a res, gets it over onto the Sojourn. Can we get her again? We're going to fade back from that one. It does leave behind a Phantasm Orb. Chain grasp over onto the Orisa there with the debuffs as well on anyone who's pushing. Chain grasp with 20% weapon power is still really good against their DPS. As we're now flanking behind them, Cyber Venom applied over onto the Orisa. Chain grasp hitting the Mercy while we're in there as well. Sigma takes down the Sojourn. Mercy's got nothing left to do. And what do we type back? Why is your Anna throwing the same thing that she wrote to us? Had to say it. It's kind of like that karma thing, right? You go 2-0 up, you start talking about the enemy team, the players that are clearly annoying you. We're going to say the same thing back to you. Oh, here we go. You can report your Moira, by the way. 2 times damage to healing gets you banned. Happened to me. It doesn't, but that's a nice try. Fake news, as they say. Right, GG.